There is a travel agency looking for a partner to become their place to go to, and there is a time travel to the country for Akkadian, Babylon, and the Sumers. They are trying to providing evidence to show their country is best and become their partner to travel to. So this is Sumers. From the old Mesopotamia, there is a place or country that is first being discovered by human that is called Sumers. It has been 3200 BC before. So it's a very old country. As we can see, this is the Sumers locations. And around here are all deserts. So it's very dry and very hard to farming. So when the discoverer of Sumers, they want to build a country, they found the main river, the Nile River. So they built the country, Sumers, in between two rivers, so they can get enough water supplies and all those resources. So as we can see here, the Sumers have 7 major countries, but the most important is this one, UR, and it's kind of like their capitals. So the physical environments for this whole Sumers, there have 2 rivers. It's kind of like a gift from God, but sometimes it's a kind of disasters. So the farmers at that time, they create irrigation systems, because the river at that time, they cannot control the rivers. They don't know when the river will float. So they are thinking that they can use the floating as the way that can giving the crops the waters. So let them house do not get influenced by the floating. So after the irrigation system, the rivers water supplies have been using properly. So the Sumers has been developed from 1 country UR to 7 countries a lot. So the irrigation system is the most important things of Sumers other than other resources. And but for the irrigation system, because Sumer is in the heading part of the river, so when they build an irrigation system, it takes a lot of water to their countries, but not others. So when they here take more waters, or the country at here, and here cannot get enough water. So what they can do, they have 2 choices. First one is sitting there and then have no food, no water, and die. Second one is attack Sumers, and then they can get many cities and enough water supplies. So most of the country choose the second choices. So the Sumers having a lot of conflicts with other countries because they're taking others' water supply. But also they have sometimes to collaborate with other countries. Make an example when here or to here, irrigation system is stuck by some kind of garbage or skunk. They will 2 village people will come together and trying to fix them. So this is a picture for the irrigation systems. Is like this. There is a main river and go across to the many separate little rivers to others farmers crops. So if here and here are stocking, so for the most of the village at this side or that side cannot get enough water supply because they are stuck. So they will, as the same, they will send people to here and their collaboration to take those garbage or skunk or something that's stuck at here out. And Sumer is not just irrigation systems. They also have their own religions called the sun god, and the sun god is their only true god, and their king, and the king is the people that has been chosen by the sun god, and the sun god is the god of creation. He creates everything for the myth and how the humans gonna to live, how would their life like, is all chosen by God. So because their religion is very very strong, it also make the kings very very strong too. So the Sumers people very trust the king, but when the king do the wrong things, everybody still think he's doing the right things. And Sumer is the first country that has been found by the historian, the earliest country that's found by historians. So they developed the language system like here, and also they have a first law system like this one. So there is still a lot of things they haven't, but we still have now like the education system, like the poem we have now, and the laws is the basic thing of the socials. And the difference between the Akkadian and the Babylons, because this is the first country, like the earliest countries the human discovered. So it's maybe do not have so many money or gold or something like that, but it's for the earliest country is pretty good. So because it have enough food supply or any resources, but difference from the Akkadians, they haven't their other like a writing system for other than Sumers, but basically other things is same as Sumers, but Akkadian is much larger than Sumers because their first king has been conquered Sumers for their own parts, and it becomes three size more than Sumers. And the same as Babylon's is pretty big, and it became the trading centers of the world. And this is Sumers, and hopefully it can chosen by the travel agencies to become their partners.
The empire have a long history. About 2300 BCE, the Akkadians conquered Sumer. An empire is a large territory where groups of people are ruled by a single leader or government. Groups like the Akkadians first conquered and ruled other lands. The Akkadian Empire has large area in ancient. The Zagros Mountain and Terrorist Mountain were nearby the empire. The empire was located by plain area. It was easy to attack and difficult to defend. Because of the mountain was surrounded by it, so Akkadian had a feel of cooperation. Zheng was a great king during the Akkadian. He built his empire through effective military strategies. And Zheng used his military skills to win territory for his empire. After he defeated the king of the city-state of York, Zheng had gained control of all of the Mesopotamia, including Sumer. Zheng lived to be a very great age. His name soon passed by all over the Asian world.
Kingdom of Babylon was born in BC 3500 years. It originated in Mesopotamia plain. It's one of the four great Asian civilizations. For human history have left splendid prehistory civilization and their river valley civilization pioneer. The king of Babylon was Hammurabi. He unified the two rivers and established a centralized slave state. In order to protect the interests of the slave owners, Hammurabi developed a code of law known as the Code of Hammurabi. It is the first completed written code found in the world to date. The ancient Babylon civilization in today's two rivers of Iraq, the Tigris and the Euphrates River, discovered by German scientists in the early 20th century. A large number of artifacts were unearthed, including the ancient Babylonian battery. He also built his own luxury place near the ancient Babylonian ruins in 1988, but was bombed in 2003 by U.S. aggressors. The Babylonian kingdom reached its height during the reign of Hammurabi, but after the death of Hammurabi, the kingdom was invaded by the Hittites and the Gassetids, and the empire collapsed.
So at last, the travel agency chose those three countries to become their partner because they all shows the ability to become a famous place.